Well, the Utah Highway Patrol says there were 5 fatal crashes over the weekend with 6 deaths. Kelly Vaughn joining us live tonight with why they're begging all of us to think of these deaths as more than just numbers and statistics. Kelly?
Right, they said we can all get a little numb, when we hear these reports of the number of people killed in car crashes. And they said we simply just cannot do that. And this past weekend was well out of the norm. I spoke with one UHP major. He says in his 21 years, he has never seen this many crash fatalities packed into one weekend. Now, there's no simple answer as to why there were so many deadly crashes this weekend. Some were distracted drivers, 2 involved drunk drivers, like that wreck that killed 26-year-old Angelica Dhondup as she was leaving her wedding reception. Now, a drunk driver in that case was driving the wrong way down I-15 and crashed into her car doing freeway speeds. Angelica's niece, Mari, was in the car as well. She survived the crash, but their family is not okay.
Physically, I'm just mentally, I don't think any of us are okay. But I think that night just traumatized me.
Times this story by 6. There are families that are struggling today because of what happened, because of minute errors that people have made, and some pretty big ones too.
That's Major Jeff Nyber. He's the assistant to the superintendent of Utah Highway Patrol. He says this past weekend, it was also intense for first responders, saying the officers that responded to these crashes are really struggling with what they've seen. They've had mental health help for the officers, but what they really need is help from the public. They say we cannot drink and drive. We cannot drive distracted or drive aggressive, and we always need to wear our seatbelts. Now, he says we are nearing the end of the 100 deadliest days of summers when those crashes grow up. That ends over Labor Day. And he says this is just not the way to end it. He says before you get in your car, you need to remember the responsibility there, and that these deaths, these statistics, these numbers we're giving you, they're real people with real families. And this could happen to your family more often than people think. Reporting live from Salt Lake City, Kelly Vaughn for 2 News.